So I wanted to tell a little bit more about myself and my sister. We're both in our 50s, and she's younger, but she inherited my mom's rheumatoid arthritis, and um, so genetically, our family's a little effed up. But anyway, lupus runs in the family. Hashimoto. I've been told I have lupus. Hashimoto's lots of things, but so for 15 years, my legs felt heavy as a ton, and they wouldn't barely move. It's like they were magnetized to the floor. And but I didn't have health care because I didn't have children. And in Missouri and Arkansas, both, we're in Arkansas now, but I was in Missouri then. And so for more than 10, 11 years, I didn't have health care. So I started looking up all kinds of different research on what to do with stuff over the counter that you can buy or online. So anyway, long story short, finally get to Arkansas, qualify for insurance again because that was right about the time of COVID, and that's what destroyed everything. Because my dad's retired military, he was in cryptologist in military intelligence at NSA, so we grew up, on the East Coast. But anyhow, after I got healthcare, realized waiting a year to get into a neurologist that all of a sudden my legs went numb from my knees down. He said that my legs were basically paralyzed, and he didn't even understand, how I was standing up, because with those electrodes hooked to the needles, he was shoved in my legs. He was like, "Oh my God, you really just don't feel that, do you?" And I was like, "No." But now 6 months ago, though, this was a few months ago this happened, but 6 months ago I started taking, because I noticed in my blood work, because they don't care to tell you this stuff, that my vitamin D was way low, almost irrelevantly nothing there. So I started taking, I asked him what dose to take, and so I've been taking 5,000 a day because I used to get kidney stones. I was worried about getting kidney stones again, and taking K2 with it. And so sure enough, and taking it's just a vinegar, lemon, and honey tonic at night, because I remember they said I had the beginnings of fatty liver many years ago. So I thought, well, I'll just try to help myself with that too. So anyway, circulation's back in my legs. All of a sudden my hair's growing on the bottom of my from my knees down, and I noticed that I can now lift my legs a lot easier. So I want to get a job. I need a car to get a job. That's the whole point of the whole thing. If I get a job. Well, anyway, my relatives moved, so now this triplex big house, it's just my sister and I, and we don't have power on our end, but he's letting us run a cord for our refrigerator, fans, and a light. And he's got me doing all this work. I've been working my butt off. I've earned way more in this month to cover rent. But then he just messages me today that we have to get rid of the cats. Now, my dad had PTSD, collected cats, basically let anybody that wanted to dump a cat off in the country, they would run to our house, and everybody knew my dad would feed them. Well, a friend has been feeding the cats for years now, just to make sure they were, kept safe. A lot of them are about 15 years old, but there's 14 of them left. And he just messaged me like, no big deal. After all the work I'm doing out here, and it looks so much nicer too. And there's a whole ton more to do. He says, get rid of the cats. Or he's going to shoot them with a 22. So now I've got to figure out a way to find a home for the cats. But I'd rather just find a home for all of us. So if anybody has a little farm, I would love to have a pumpkin farm. A little farm we can work on. I'm a good cook. I can cook, clean, whatever. But if everybody could please spread our GoFundMe, I would sure appreciate it. I know this is really long, but I wanted to put this on here as a basis for how we got in this situation. And now I don't personally feel I should keep trying for SSI, even though now the neurologist would verify I need to be on SSI. But then in the last, few months, all of a sudden my legs work better. I just need a car. I still have my license, but I just need a car, so an automatic, so I can find a job and get us our own place, get the heck out of here, because we don't know anybody else in Arkansas. But not that that's a big deal. Not like Missouri's that great of a state anymore anyway. They're kind of messing that up, but not everybody. But anyway, hope everybody's having a great day. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry for all the drama. We just need help. So please, if you know of any place that can help, I've tried all the women helping women and all that. But anyway, hope everybody's having a great day and doing a little bit better than we are. Thanks so much for everything. Bye.